Check this out. I just got a tattoo, another tattoo. I've had tattoos. We got another one the other day. So I went to Norway last summer with my friend Jack. Him and I have been friends for a really long time, and we had this idea 7 years ago. He's like, hey, for my golden birthday, do you want to go to Norway? And I said, yeah, absolutely. And every year for his birthday, he's asked me, are we still doing that? Are we still going to go to Norway for my golden birthday? And every year I'm like, yes. The year right before his golden birthday, it started to get real. It's like, oh, in a year's time, we'll be going to Norway for this. So that's exactly what we did. We planned the trip ahead of time, and we went to Norway. We both have a lot of Norwegian blood in us, so it was really fun to go and see the motherland, so to say. It's the first trip I've been on where I really was shooting film. I was mainly shooting my Minolta SRT 101. This is actually the only camera I shot with while I was there. I had a backup camera just in case something went wrong with this Minolta, which it didn't. It's a Minolta. It's basically invincible. I was mainly shooting Fuji stocks, a lot of Superior, because it's affordable. There's a lot of green in Norway at the time, so I figured a lot of the Fuji would go well considering they're known for their greens. So I had some 200 speed and 400 speed Fuji stocks with me. And then I did shoot a couple rolls of Kodak. Which Kodak was it? I think I had some expired Zoom 800. I'd have to go back and look at the negatives to see what was what, but a majority of it was Fuji stocks. So I'm just going to talk about some of the pictures I shot, basically. I did take some iPhone video while I was there, and it's nice to look around and see how big this place was, at least have a little bit of perspective. So this first picture with the two boats, this was one of the first stops that we made on the trip. We got out and we were, on this rest stop and took some pictures, and I saw these two boats kind of hidden from the path. So I walked down and I took pictures of these boats. It was kind of overcast that day and it was green, but it was nice to see, the orangey red of the boat and the white of the other boat kind of pops. Yeah, I like this picture. This is kind of from the beginning of the trip. This next one with the Volkswagen, and it was really cool. So I'm a big Volkswagen guy, and this Volkswagen was a Super Beetle. So it had struts in the front, and it has a flat windshield, which should mean it's a 71 or 72. But the rear fenders were actually from 73 and later. They're I think they call them the elephant's foot taillights. So it was kind of probably like most old Volkswagens, kind of a hodgepodge of different years of parts. But I really enjoyed photographing this car because I love Volkswagens. I've got a 71 Super Beetle here in my garage. Knowledge. It was next to a building with a bunch of other stuff, and then the fjord in the background just ever so slightly out of focus. This next picture was from Voss, Norway. This is a local beer that I poured into my glass, and I don't think the composition of this image is all that interesting, to be honest. I think the most interesting part about it probably is depth of field, the beer and the bottle being in focus, and then it very quickly falling off. It was a really good beer as well. Here's another one from Voss. This might be worth... it's probably about time I talk about Voss a little bit. Now, Voss, Norway was my favorite town that Jack and I stayed while we were there. Not because it was big and flashy and everything, but the fact that it was in a fjord, and there were people out boating, and you could walk everywhere, and it was just a really pretty spot. This picture is the Fleischer's Hotel in Voss. This is probably my favorite stay of the trip, was like in this building. Very cool, very old historic building. I got this really cool hexagonal kind of sun flare on the image, and completely by accident. It was not on purpose. I really like the way it looks. It's not necessarily an interesting composition. The next image is probably my one of my favorites from the trip. It might be my favorite image that I took. I have it hanging in my house. I guess I have the Volkswagen one hanging in my house as well, in my dining room of all places. But I love this image because, while the sky is really pretty, I love how the blue sky coming through the white clouds I really think is pretty. This is the Voss Church. This is the steeple of the church. And I'm pretty sure I did the seagull on purpose. The fact that there's a seagull in the image, I think that was on purpose. I like where it sits in the image. Yeah, I just think it's a really neat shot, and I'm really proud of that one. This next one, this was a tough day of shooting at the Stave Church. So this is the Borgen Stave Church, and I really wanted to get some good pictures of this, and the light just wasn't very good. It was kind of dreary. I didn't have any black and white with me, but I did the best I could, and when the sun did peek through a little bit, I got this shot. And it's basically the same as 2 or 3 other shots I took, but the fact that the light came out when it did was really, really nice. The little guy, he's not a little guy, he's a normal-sized man, standing down at the bottom of that roof line, in line with the steeple, gives you some size perspective. It's really not as big of a building as I thought it would be. It's quite small, actually, but this church is like 900 years old, still standing. They used it up until the 1860s. Then they built a church right next to it. A really cool, exciting thing. This was one of the main things I wanted to see when I went to Norway, and I actually got a tattoo of a Stave Church while I was there when I was in Bergen. Jack had to sit through this, and it took quite a while. So I liked it so much I got a tattoo of it. This next image, I might be wrong. This might be my favorite shot, and what I think is so cool about this shot is you might need to move your face back from the screen a little bit to really see it, but this image was taken on a train while Jack and I were going on a Norway in a nutshell tour, and that consisted of a fjord boat ride and a couple train rides, and it was really fun to be able to go fast, and it was exciting to shoot out the window. You have to be shooting at a really high speed. I wasn't shooting anything below 1/500th of a second, basically, because we were moving on this train, and I captured this image through the window, and I think it's a cool picture because you've got the green hillside, and you've got the red buildings, the river, and it's really neat. But in addition to that, and this was an accident, was Jack's face being reflected in the window, and you can see his shirt, and it's a red plaid, and he's wearing kind of an orangey hat. It's got that double exposure vibe, but without compromising the entire image. It's just he almost appears as a ghost. This next image I think is exciting for some of the same reasons as the previous. This was also on the train ride, and I just like the way that the buildings are laid out. I like the red building and then the 2 black buildings, but each of those black buildings are also different. You've still got a little bridge, and you've got a little raging river going through, but a really exciting detail on one of these buildings, on the smaller one, is it's got that bicycle hanging on the side of the building, and I'm also really into bicycles. I was actually just working on one right now. I've currently got a fixed gear bicycle sitting in my dining room. I like the composition of this one and the way it lays out. It almost looks like a postcard. It's probably a good time to say that I've done very little editing to these. I've done a little bit of cropping and then just, made the colors just a little bit more prevalent. This next one is from earlier in the trip, if I remember correctly, and I think it just shows the size of Norway. So you've got all these little towns, and most of them, the tallest building is the church steeple, which I think is really cool, and you can still see some detail in the buildings, but the place is so big that you can see the shadows of clouds, and you can see how bright the town is and how dark the valley is, and then how bright the mountaintop is, and I just think that's really pretty. I think it's just such a nice shade of green. And then being able to see some of the color from the buildings as well, I think is fun. This next one was also on the Norway in a Nutshell tour to bring us back to, where did we leave from? I think we left from Bergen. But I think it's nice because it's dark and kind of dreary, but you can see the detail in the wood of this little gate going out to basically a dock. The orange, rusty colored boat tie there is perfectly centered in between those two gates, and then you can see just kind of different waves of mountain into the fjord. And I just love the color of that water. It's so pretty. I'm trying to remember where this one was taken, if this was in Bergen or if it was in Oslo. And I want to say it was in Oslo, but it's funny just like seeing a pop machine. Sorry, I'm from Minnesota. We call soda pop. We had Coca-Cola machine here. I just loved how red it was compared to kind of the overcast day on the side of this building, which was not terribly bright. This one was for sure taken in Bergen. Jack and I spent one full day in Bergen just for sightseeing and the colored buildings. What were those called again? But as we were kind of hanging out in town, I captured this, and it was kind of in the town square, and just this yellow building next to this very pink building against this blue sky. I thought just the colors really matched well, and I think it's kind of a pretty image. So that's just a few pictures I took. I pretty much shot almost 9 full rolls of film while I was in Norway. Really enjoyed it. My brother and I are actually going on a road trip in April that I'll be shooting only medium format is my plan, is to bring only medium format cameras. But yeah, I loved Norway. I'd go back again. If you're gonna go, rent a car, go and drive these roads through the fjords. And we rented a Mustang Mach-E. We got upgraded from the city car we were supposed to be getting. That was an adventure. I'd never driven an electric car prior to then. And also parking is really tough in Norway. We got like 3 or 4 tickets. It sucked. Norway is kind of a hop, skip, and a jump from us here in Minnesota. At the same time, it was funny. We were talking to, I think she was a convenience store worker. She was, teenager while we were there. And we were telling her, yeah, Norway is actually pretty similar to Minnesota as far as like the way that people act and the way that most people have cabins and they're out in the fjords and try to be on the water and all these things. It felt very Minnesotan, probably because there's a lot of Scandinavian folks who live in Minnesota, and it's cool to see it kind of come together. This girl then asked us, well, then why did you come to Norway if you're already from Minnesota? But beautiful country. I hope to visit Scandinavia again.